Hey, what's up everyone? It's NDN here again. I'm back with another new spec again. Now, I've been recommending this spec a couple of times by a lot of my subscribers and followers. I finally decided to try it out, and it is phenomenal. I'm loving it right now. I played around with it a little bit, and it's doing phenomenal. So I'll get straight into the spec, and then I'll tell you why I like the spec. First, for this spec, I'm going with Totem Mastery. I've mentioned this before. Totem Mastery is definitely the one that does the most damage out of all three of these. Now, in a previous RBG video, I mentioned that Path of Flame is like really amazing. That's where when you're playing in this area where there's people stacked up everywhere, and you can just like in melee range, and you can just Lava Burst and spread Flame Shock everywhere. But in an arena setting, Totem Mastery is the way to go. Now, if you don't like having an extra button and constantly putting it down and making sure that it's in your range and watching for it, you can just go with Earth and Raise. That's completely fine, but I would recommend Totem Mastery for sure. The next, this is completely up to you, but Gust of Wind is still my personal favorite. It gives you the extra mobility that Ellie's been like asking for so much. With this level 45 talent, I usually go play with Earth Grab Totem a lot, but every now and then I'll play with Cap Totem depending on the team that I'm facing. So it's kind of your preference. I've tried Voodoo Totem. It's really fun, but not what I'm looking for, because I want that Hex all the time for the healer and stuff like that, or just any person that that can't dispel the Hex. For level 60 talents, for this spec, I would definitely go with Ancestral Swiftness. No other option. You have to go with this spec. For level 75, now this is the spec, Icefury build right here. So we're going to go with the whole Icefury spec. I've played around with this. Icefury does some really crazy stuff. We'll talk about this in a sec. So we're going to go with Icefury. For level 90, you're going to go with Aftershock. The reason being is you're going to be casting a lot of shocks now. So this is definitely worth. And that being said, the reason we're going to go with Icefury is that we're going to also take Fire and Ice in the Honor Talents, which Frost Shock now deals 20% additional damage, and Flame Shock's periodic damage generates 3 Maelstrom every time. So you have Frost Shock dealing 20% additional damage, and you have Fire and Ice with the generation. Also, if you look at Totem Mastery, your Flame Shock now does 10% extra damage to everyone. You generate 1 Maelstrom every second. You have 2% extra haste. All this stuff added together, you'll have so much Maelstrom left and right. It's freaking amazing. So you're gonna go with, and the way Icefury works, by the way, for all of you that don't know it, it's a it's a 1.65 second cast. Obviously, when you're inside the arenas, it will drop with Totem Mastery and other stuff, because you're gonna have Mind Quickness and so forth. But you cast the Icefury, and then your next 4 Frost Shocks are increased by 400% damage. You combine that with Fire and Ice, it'll deal a lot more damage than your Lava Burst full in one chunk. It won't deal more damage than a Control of Lava Burst, but most of the times you're not taking control of Lava right now, and I'll go into that after I finish with this whole talent section. And then for the level 100 talents, if you're facing melee of any type, Liquid Magma Totem I felt was really amazing. Ascendance wasn't my favorite at the moment because you just get completely locked down at higher ratings. And if you're not playing with LA Mastery, it's just not fun. So if you don't have the combination of these two, I don't like Ascendance personally. So you can go with Lightning Rod if you're going to play against like double casters or just even one caster, and you think like, look at Magma Totem, they're just going to kite out of it, it's not worth. Because a lot of times what I did was I put down Earth Grab, and then I would put down Liquid Magma Totem on top of it, which was a really fun combination in itself. So Lightning Rod and Liquid Magma Totem are the way to go. I personally enjoy Liquid Magma Totem very much so. Then for the Honor Talents, I mean, this is completely up to you, honestly. Mind Quickness is definitely the way to go. Sky Fury and Counter Strike Totem, up to you. Wind Fury is not. I would not recommend this for Elemental Shamans, but Sky Fury and Counter Strike are the way to go. This is completely up to you. I just got Swelling Waves, and I absolutely love this talent. So it's basically doubles your healing that you do. And we talked about Fire and Ice, the importance of this talent right here for Icefury build. You have to take it. There's no other option. And then over here, this is up to you again, but Earth Fury is so phenomenal because you're going to be getting so much Maelstrom. You can just go ahead and cast like all those 2-second Earth Shock stuns. They're going to be phenomenal. The reason I started playing with this spec is mainly because will it do the most damage overall if you're free casting? No, it will not. But will it do the most damage in most circumstances? Absolutely. The reason being is before when I just started playing this season or on the beta, the people I was playing against usually weren't of high caliber, or I was playing with like a Shadow Priest or something like that. So I had 2 people that people had to watch out for. So I got to free cast a lot. Now what happens is that I started playing at the 24 or 2500 MMR sometimes, or 2200 MMR. It doesn't even matter. As soon as you get over that little hump of like 2K, 2200 MMR right now, you're going to start facing all these Glads, rank 1s, or even if you're facing like even decent players over 2200, you know? People are going to start interrupting you consistently. And even if you juke them, they'll have stuns and stuff like that. Or they'll have multiple, like, their double melee is very popular right now. So you'll consistently be getting stunned left and, or kicked left and right. What Icefury does is gives you 3 schools of magic. So if you get interrupted on Lava Burst, cast Icefury. You get interrupted on Icefury, cast Lightning Bolt. You get interrupted on go back to Lava Burst. So you'll consistently have some way to put out damage output the entire game, which is why I personally chose Icefury. Now, people have been telling me to play with this spec for a long time. I finally tried it out, and I modified it a little bit. And the one thing that I love about Elemental right now is that you can play this spec in so many different ways, and it can be successful. And I promise you guys, people are shit-talking Elemental Shaman so much right now. And you know what? There are some things that they need to work on with Elemental Shamans, but Elemental Shamans can easily be at the top of the game right now if you play the spec right. So I urge you to try out this spec and just keep playing Elemental Shamans. I promise you guys it will work out. Elemental Shamans are not shit like everyone says they are. Hope you enjoy this spec and good luck. Leave some comments in the feed, or leave me some feedback in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this. If there's any changes that I should make or anything like that. But enjoy.